It's time for the movie review with Rocco Pasafumi, and we affectionately call it Around the Movie Block with The Rock.
Thank you very much, Howie. The movie I have for you this week is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. It's directed by Ol Parker and stars Christine Baranski, Pierce Brosnan, Amanda Seyfried, and Julie Walters. It takes place 5 years after the event of the original, which is, for those who don't know, it's a jukebox musical of the ABBA catalog. It's the original jukebox musical. It's how we have so many musicals based on pop single catalogs in the first place. But anyways, it takes place 5 years after the events of the original, where Sophie, played by Seyfried, learns about her mother's past while pregnant. Problem with you don't see a lot of sequels to musicals, and probably the most famous example of this was, of course, Grease 2, which came out about 4 years after the original movie, and that was universally derided, and it was so for good reason, because, you know, compared to an original piece of a musical, you know, there's a lot of conception and effort put together in putting all that, you know, to fruition. With sequels, it's usually, you know, trying to cash in on the original, and with this particular one, I'm not saying that it's anything like Grease 2. It's not quite as sloppily put together, thankfully. The thing that I will definitely say that is great about this second Mamma Mia is that it has a lot of the great entertainment value that made the first movie so enjoyable with a lot of people. So if you enjoyed the first one, you will definitely enjoy this on the same level. The only problem is that, you know, when you have a sequel, especially when it's to a musical and it's based on pop singles, you know, there's a diminishing return that sets in. You know, the songs picked for this particular entry isn't quite as good as the songs that they picked for the original Mamma Mia. So you're not going to get the sense of high quality that you would get with the original story. But there are moments of the movie that are very, very enjoyable. So I don't think it's a total wash in terms of whether to recommend it. Like I said, I recommend it purely on entertainment value. With the first one, we have a great cast. Unfortunately, there's not as much of Meryl Streep in the film, who was a big part of why the first movie was so good. I mean, you know, to make up for that, of course, we have Cher in this one, who hasn't been in a movie in a good couple of years. So, you know, Cher adds a very welcoming presence to this, you know, great lineup of great Hollywood stars. But, I mean, it's a mixed bag for this particular movie. You know, like I said, it's not quite on the high caliber of what you would have from the first movie, you know, being that this is a sequel. But I think I would ultimately say it's a flawed recommendation, but it's definitely one I would recommend nonetheless, because it's still very, very entertaining, and you still have a good cast. And, you know, with that, you know, to enough of a degree, it's still something that you will find relatively pleasant. So overall, I give Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again 2 out of 5 stars. So thank you.
Okay, Rocco, Mamma Mia. All right.
All right, so now we gotta do the next one?
Well, next